Our story begins with a young man named Kim Dokja. He's just finished reading the final chapter of a web novel, one he's been following since his third year of middle school. The novel's premise was dark and unforgiving. To punish fallen humanity, the gods sent down terrible hardships. As the world neared complete collapse, the hero Yoo Jung-hyuk and his companions fought to overcome these deadly trials. But over time, the novel lost its popularity, and Kim became its only remaining reader. For 10 years, he kept reading because of the main hero, watching him battle monsters and grow stronger with each loss. One by one, Yoo Jung-hyuk's companions fell, and he resolved to become even more powerful. But Kim remained weak even after reaching high school. He and his friend were once given a cruel condition: fight each other, and whoever wins goes free. Since childhood, Kim wanted to become strong like Yoo Jung-hyuk. But now the novel has ended, and so has Kim's temporary contract with his company. As he types a message to the novel's author, his frustration pours out. He tells them he read the entire story, but hated the ending. Because in the end, only one survivor remained on Earth, Yoo Jung-hyuk. Kim couldn't accept this ending. He sends the author a harsh message, calling their novel the worst. Now we see Kim traveling on a train with his colleague Sanga, whose contract has also ended. Suddenly, their senior from work appears. He tells Sanga that if she'd given him a chance, he would have fought harder to get her rehired. He asks her to get off the train and join him for dinner. Sanga tries hard to refuse. She lied to him saying she's actually seeing Kim. Hearing this, the senior walks away. Sanga confides in Kim that she couldn't even report him at the office because she was afraid of losing her job. Just then, Kim receives a reply from the novel's author. The message reads, "If you didn't like my ending, then show me the ending you wanted." Suddenly, the train stops dead in the middle of a bridge. The same announcement that started the novel begins playing over the speakers. Kim recognizes it immediately. A creature called a Dakibi appears before everyone, announcing it has something to tell them. When people don't take it seriously, the Dakibi fires a laser from its eyes, killing someone instantly. It tells them that high up in space, watching with cruel amusement, are celestial beings far greater than any human. These beings have reached a decision. Humans, the most vulgar, greedy, pathetic, self-centered race in the entire universe, must all be punished. From this moment on, all humans will be given scenarios. They must solve each scenario to stay alive. The first scenario: kill one or more living organisms within 10 minutes and receive 300 coins, or fail and die. The constellations above will be watching. The timer begins. Everyone's phones stop working. A small child is sitting near Kim. One man immediately starts attacking someone. They can't escape this train car. In another car, Yoo Jung-hyuk is there. Everything that's happening now happened in the novel. This means Kim knows what's coming next. A sea creature attacks their train car, flipping it upside down. People start killing each other. Kim thinks about how he can survive this scenario. His eyes fall on the small boy's ant farm. Ants are organisms too. He gives one ant to Sanga. He tries to distribute the remaining ants to others, but everyone's fighting. No one's listening. So Kim kills one ant himself. Right in front of everyone, he receives 300 coins. Kim tells them they can complete the scenario by killing these instead. But there aren't enough ants in the farm for everyone to survive, and only 3 minutes remain. Sanga's senior rushes over, saying, "Why are you making the call? There are people here with more experience." He snatches the ant farm from Kim. Kim stops a man from killing an old woman, offering him an ant instead. But the man doesn't want the ant. He wants to kill the old woman. Kim suddenly remembers this man is Namwon, who was part of Yoo Jung-hyuk's team in the novel. Namwon gets angry and starts beating Kim. Then Kim remembers he can use his coins to increase his strength. But the constellations provide Namwon with a skill. In the novel, he was the first to receive support from the constellations, making him incredibly powerful. Kim spots ant eggs nearby. They'll count as organisms too. He crushes and kills all of them, earning a massive amount of coins. He uses them to boost his stamina and agility, easily defeating Namwon. Namwon says, "Okay, I won't hurt the old lady." But Kim doesn't want Namwon in this story anymore. He prevents Namwon from killing the old lady. Kim places an ant in the old lady's hand and kills it. When time runs out, Namwon and everyone else who didn't kill an organism dies. But along with them, the ant in the old lady's hand was still alive. This means the old lady died too. The Dakibi appears, saying, "You were supposed to kill each other, but killing ants wasn't technically against the rules." Even the constellations found this entertaining. Now several constellations send gifts to these people. If they choose well, it will be a big help. But Kim knows the constellations are watching from distant space. They enjoy watching humans struggle, and eventually, the debt for these gifts must be repaid. So he takes nothing. Suddenly, the sea creature starts pulling the train toward the water. They need to get out fast. In their train car is a soldier named Lee, who was also Yoo Jung-hyuk's companion in the novel. Kim tells him to use his skill instead of relying on strength. He explains how Lee can activate his ability. Following Kim's instructions, Lee unlocks level 1 of his skill, Great Mountain Push. He forces the train door open. He and Kim get everyone out safely. But Kim notices the boy, Gileong, left behind alone. Gileong says, "My ant farm got destroyed because of you." Kim apologizes, but Gileong replies, "My mom says instead of saying sorry, take responsibility." So Kim picks up Gileong and gets him out. They're immediately hit with a sub-scenario, cross the severed bridge. The sea creature has destroyed the bridge. The Dakibi raises the difficulty even higher, turning the previously dead people into zombies and sending them after the surviving humans. Kim goes to face them, but he's not strong enough. Even working together, Kim and Lee can't do much. But Sangha has an ability given by a constellation. Using it, she creates a path for them to escape. As they run, Kim warns them that poisonous gas will soon spread. They need to go underground. Let's get to the subway station. But at that station, early in the novel, Yoo Jung-hyuk died fighting the fire dragon. You had to use his regression skill to return to the beginning of the story. But without the hero, everyone else disappeared. This means Kim can't let you die. He has to keep him alive to save everyone from disappearing. Kim thinks about going to Yoo and offering to help him fight the dragon by sharing tactics. But Yoo asks him, Namwon shouldn't have died that quickly. Did you kill him? Kim says no. But Yoo has a lie detection skill. From behind, Lee asks, Kim, are you okay? Kim tells him to stay back. Yoo notices that Kim knows Lee too. He asks again, what are you? Kim says, in a few days, you'll die fighting the fire dragon. Even if you regress, it will take a long time. But if we go together, we can defeat the dragon. I know the tactics. Kim reveals his personal skill, prophecy. But Yoo grabs him by the tie and dangles him over the water, demanding, tell me the tactics. Kim says, even if I tell you, you'll drop me anyway. Yoo asks him, why is this happening? Kim replies, why are you asking me? Yoo says, survive and arrive at the station. Then I'll think about it. He drops Kim. The sea creature swallows Kim whole. In one piece, Kim lands inside the creature's stomach. A new hidden scenario begins for him. Kim must kill the sea creature and escape. The Dakibi makes its entry. Kim knows that if he gets on the Dakibi's good side, it can help him get coins or items. Kim calls the Dakibi by its real name, Baehyung. You're streaming right now, aren't you? Your channel must be exploding. Who else is as entertaining as me so far? But if you kill me now, could you handle the blowback? The Dakibi is stunned that Kim knows all this. Kim asks him to turn off his channel for a bit. Baehyung runs an ad on his stream. Kim says, Baehyung, how long are you going to stay just a lowly 9th grade Dakibi? Kim offers him a deal. My story will bring you so many donations, you'll become a 1st grade Dakibi. Sign an exclusive contract with me. But Baehyung asks, why would I sign a contract with someone who's about to die? Kim says, look, first I came up with that ant idea, then I used skills to fight Namwon. Now you tell me if I survive this too, how many donations will your channel get? Go check your donations right now. Baehyung checks his donations and gets excited. He signs the contract. Just then, the sea creature's stomach acid starts dripping down. Kim tells Baehyung to open the Dakibi shop. He buys thorns from the shop. Kim starts placing these thorns on the sea creature's acid ducts. You had done the same thing in the novel. But there are too many acid ducts. It takes Kim a long time to complete this task. Above, Yu is thinking about what Kim said. By morning, Kim has blocked all the acid ducts. The moment he finishes, the sea creature dies. Even Bai Hyung is shocked that Kim actually defeated the sea creature. Kim also extracts the sea creature's nucleus. Bai Hyung is stunned again. How did you know where it was? Kim puts it up for auction in the Dakibi shop. He wants to trade it 1-to-1 for Ether of Faith. But Ether of Faith is extremely rare. Bai Hyung says, I doubt anyone in the early scenarios will have it. Bai Hyung officially starts his contract with Kim by giving him a gift, a starter pack. With its help, Kim escapes from there. Outside, poisonous gas has spread everywhere. Kim starts receiving sponsorship offers from many constellations, but he doesn't accept any of them. He's hungry, so he goes to a store and eats some food he finds there. But then he notices some people lying behind him. One of them, a girl named Young Hee-won, is still alive. Suddenly, a creature attacks them. Kim grabs Young Hee-won and runs, carrying her into the subway station. Kim removes Young Hee-won's mask when some other people arrive. They say, why did you bother dragging her here when you know we already finished with her? Kim recognizes this man Bang. He spends 1,500 coins on his strength and starts attacking these people. Just then, a man named Cheon arrives and stops them. He apologizes to Kim. Kim can't remember this man. Sangha is there with him. She explains that everyone here is alive because of Cheon. He persuades high-level people to go out and hunt, then shares it with the residents. Meanwhile, Giliang is using his abilities to communicate with insects. Lee asks Kim, why did you throw you into the water? Kim lies, saying, I've known him since school. That's just how he is. But Kim learns that Yu hasn't arrived here yet. Kim starts thinking, this doesn't make sense. This means these people haven't completed the scenario here yet, which is to kill all the monsters. Anyone who went into the tunnel died. Kim thinks, if we don't clear this, how will we get to the next station where the fire dragon will be? This scenario charges a survival fee of 100 coins from all residents until all monsters are defeated. Any resident who can't afford it has to go on dangerous hunts. And if they can't pay the fee, they die on the spot. Some people come and ask Kim to share the coins he earned from killing monsters with everyone else. But Kim says, there's a misunderstanding. I've never gone out hunting. And even if I had, those coins would be mine. Kim asks, who told you I have coins? Cheon told them. After seeing Kim fight the gang members, Cheon figured Kim must have a lot of coins. Cheon asks Kim to help all these people. But Kim recognizes Cheon now. He says, I won't give up my coins. Everyone gets angry at him. Cheon says, I thought you were a good person, but I was wrong. Kim replies, I can help you, but not by giving coins. By completing this scenario. Kim knew that Cheon sold himself to a constellation, gave up his humanity, and became a monster. This means the scenario won't be complete until he dies. And the residents here don't know this. Kim heads into the tunnel to kill the monsters inside. Hee-won was going to join them too. In the novel, she rebels against Cheon and dies. When she was lying injured in the store, it wasn't monsters who attacked her. It was Cheon's people. Cheon's men would take people outside, kill them, take their coins, and blame it on the monsters. They reach the tunnel. For light, Kim gets help from Giliang, who summons fireflies that illuminate the entire area. Kim says, spend all your coins on strength and agility. Monsters come at them and they fight back. But one monster grabs Sangha and takes her with it. Everyone chases after them. An announcement appears before them. They must defeat the Warden of the Dark. Kim rushes forward and attacks it. But this monster is incredibly powerful. Lee strikes it with his immense strength. The monster activates an illusory prison. This prison kills people by making them relive their worst memory over and over again. Kim first pulls Hee-won out of it, then Giliang. But Lee remains trapped inside. He's reliving the memory of his fellow army officer dying. To defeat this monster, Kim asks Bai Hyung for help. Give me White Star Pure Energy from the Dakibi shop. But this item costs 50,000 coins, and Kim only has 49,000. So Kim kills some smaller monsters to complete his coins. With White Star Pure Energy, he can deliver a one-time critical hit. Kim kills the Warden monster with this single attack. As he's about to reach Lee, the entire place starts to disassemble. And Lee is remembering how his companion died right in front of him and he couldn't do anything. Lee regains consciousness. Kim knew that in the novel, Lee was so consumed by guilt over this that he never used his full potential. After defeating the last monsters, they received some crates. Each one contains gifts for them. But Kim's gift is a broken sword. No one understands why. But Kim knows he can complete this weapon if he gets Ether of Faith. Gilleong finds a crystal here. Kim tells him, if you eat this, you'll end up in an illusory prison. Kim keeps it with him. Hyun asks Kim, how do you know all this? It's like you've lived through this world before. Kim tells them the same prophecy lie. They ask him, then tell us, can all this be fixed? Kim explains, yes, all this can be fixed. But we have to clear the 99th scenario. There's a hero who can do this. That hero was you. But Kim reveals that tomorrow, you will die fighting a monster. And the world dies with him. We need to complete this scenario first and move forward. I have to try to save him in the next scenario. One monster from this scenario still remains. Hyun goes out to kill it. She first kills Bang. Then Cheon appears. He tells his men, kill them all and take their coins. In the real novel, Hyun wasn't that famous. She wasn't used much in the story either. But in this story, Hyun is a hero. The constellation called Demonic Judge of Fire provided her with skills. Using them, she kills all of Cheon's men one by one. Cheon retaliates by revealing his true form. A fight breaks out between Hyun and him. She's about to kill him when other people arrive and say they don't want to clear this scenario. If they clear it, the next one will be even harder. Paying coins every day seems easier to these people. But Kim's entire team spent all their coins defeating those monsters, and only 3 minutes remain to pay the survival fee. Cheon takes advantage of this opportunity and runs. If he survives for 3 minutes, Kim's entire team will die. They all chase after Cheon, but Cheon escapes outside the barrier. Without clearing the scenario, humans can't cross this barrier. Suddenly, Cheon is shot from a distance, and the scenario is completed. The shot was fired by a sniper named Jae-hai from far away. She collects all of Cheon's coins. But now Kim's team has to complete this district's scenario too. They're stuck on this side now. And this side scenario is one where no one helps anyone. It's everyone for themselves. Kim remembers that during the first scenario, when everyone was panicking, Jae-hai survived on her own. In this district's scenario, a certain number of green zones appear. People have to stay in these green zones to avoid monsters. A man named Gong is providing green zones in exchange for money. Another man arrives with a lot of cash to get a green zone. He's willing to pay thousands of dollars. But money has no value on this earth anymore. Now only one currency is valuable here, coins. Gong has a gun that doesn't let anyone into his zone. Kim's team arrives here. They need to find a green zone before midnight, before the monsters come, to stay safe. To survive, they'll have to take someone's spot. Jae-hai tells Kim, if you're the prophet master you was talking about, then you must know where the green zones will appear, right? Jae-hai says, what? Too heroic to just save yourself? Jae-hai offers Kim Yu's proposal. Yu is willing to include Kim in his team. But Kim has to abandon the others and survive this night alone. The scene shifts to his childhood, where his friends started attacking him. His friend broke their friendship to free himself. Kim is now standing in one spot. His friends come to him saying they can't find any empty spots. Just then, Biryu, the Dakibi in charge of this scenario, appears. She says, I am not feeling the urgency here. Biryu changes the locations of the green zones. And then a green zone appears right beneath Kim. Kim says, if you want to stay alive, you'll have to take someone's spot. But his friends don't want to take anyone else's place. Then monsters arrive and start killing people. Kim's friends will fight these monsters. Kim also abandons his spot to help them. He tells his friends, go towards the portal. Green zones can appear in the most dangerous places for the entertainment of constellations. Near a portal, Yu himself is standing. Kim says, you don't need a green zone. Give it to us. But Yu says, leave the boy and come on in. Meanwhile, Kim's other 3 friends find a green zone. But Kim gives his green zone to Gilleong. He goes in the middle of station himself. Kim has that crystal that can trap him in an illusory prison. Kim does exactly that. He enters the illusory prison. Inside, he sees the memory of his friend, how the two of them had to fight for other children's entertainment. But outside the illusion, Kim's friends have abandoned their green zones and arrived to save him. In the illusion, Kim beats his friend. His friend commits suicide the next day. Kim blamed himself for his death. He caused a friend's death so that he could live. And in the same way in the novel, you let everyone die and survived alone. And that's why Kim didn't like that ending. He wants an ending he couldn't have, where whatever sacrifice it took, the hero survived to the end with his friends by his side. But then, activating the dream conversation skill, you says, "That's not true. I used to think like you too. But after losing too many friends in this never-ending hellscape, it became easier to just fight alone." Kim snaps back to consciousness. He sees that his friends fought and got injured trying to save him. They fought monsters all night long. They survived outside the green zones. Seeing this, Kim understands what the right way to clear this scenario is. But today is the day you will die at the hands of that fire dragon, and this world will end. To prevent this, someone else has to fight that fire dragon. Hyewon says, "I'll do it." But Kim says, "No, I'll do it. You protected me last night, and because of that, now I see what I need to do." Before today's green zones appear, Birya says, "Last night, some of you survived outside of green zones by helping each other. The constellations didn't like this. And that's why only one green zone will appear here. That green zone will form beneath the wealthiest human, which is Gong at this station." Kim asks Jae-hae for help. "I need your help." But Jae-hae isn't willing to help him. She was going to kill Gong and take his place. Her belief is that in this world, we're all alone. Kim says, "Isn't it already enough? You killed your friend to survive." Jae-hae says, "I couldn't help it." Kim replies, "But you also know what happened when you tried to survive alone." Jae-hae walks away crying. Kim asks Bae-hyung for help. Cash in all the donations coming on the stream. Kim goes to Gong and says, "I have a job for you. I'll give you 100,000 coins in return." Gong says, "Show me the coins." The moment the donations are cashed in, Kim becomes the wealthiest person there. He starts destroying his green zone. People try to stop him, asking what he's doing. Jae-hae, remembering Kim's words, fires a shot that hits the green zone and destroys it. Now there isn't a single green zone left in this area. In 1 minute, monsters will enter here too. Kim says, "If these green zones weren't here at all, we'd all fight these monsters. We have to do the same now." Kim gives Gong the coins and says, "I don't want a single person here to die." This means Gong has to protect them. The Constellation Defense Minister provides Gong with emergency defense. Gong faces the monsters. Everyone else fights the monsters that get past the defense system. Lee can't fight because he's injured. On one side, Yu makes his entry at the station. On the other side, the fire dragon appears. Kim goes to Yu and says, "If you fight, you will die. Let me do it." But Yu doesn't listen to him. He's become very powerful over the past 4 days. He was easily facing the fire dragon. Suddenly, an announcement is made. Because of Yu's abnormal abilities, the constellations have decided to increase the difficulty level here. All the station walls collapse. The fire dragon transforms into an even more powerful version. Yu's sword can't damage it. And none of this was in the novel. This is all happening differently. Kim pulls Yu away from the fire dragon and goes to face it himself. But he's not that powerful. Just then, a giant mantis arrives. Gileong summoned it. He wants to help Kim. But his mantis isn't that powerful either. Gileong is struggling too. Seeing his efforts, Lee can't hold back anymore. His attribute blossoms as well. Lee puts up a wall in front of the fire dragon. Hyewon also attacks the fire dragon. They all start fighting the fire dragon together. Kim had already told his friends that there's a round shell on the dragon's chest. The moment its core is pierced, the dragon will die. But whoever breaks the shell will die themselves. So after Kim breaks the shell, Sangha and Hyewon will have to pierce the core together. Once they do this, the dragon will die, and they'll receive a special ability to bring one person back to life. This means to stay alive, They all have to execute this plan together. But Kim can't break the shell with his broken sword. Jae-hai helps him do it. Kim calls out to Hee-won to pierce the core. But the dragon throws both Hee-won and Kim down. Its shell regenerates again. Just then Kim's eyes fall on Yu behind him. With full power he attacks the fire dragon again. An intense fight breaks out between them. Yu breaks the fire dragon's shell, but along with it he dies too. Yu's regression skill activates. The entire world starts to end. Even though Kim tried, he couldn't change the story's ending. But then he receives a trade offer. This trade offer wasn't from anyone else, but from the story's author himself. While running, Kim asks Bai-hyung for that item and completes his sword. Lee blocks the fire dragon's attack. Hee-won cuts its wing, and Sangha holds it down so Kim can pierce its core. The moment this happens, the dragon is destroyed. They receive a special ability with which they can bring anyone back to life. Kim uses this to bring you back to life, and their entire world is saved. And with that, friends, our story ends right here. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.